So today's video is going to be a bit more sort of casual, not really any editing, just me talking to you via one-on-one to the camera. Sort of editorial, sort of like, I wouldn't call it a rant, but just a little chat. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's probably going to be a short one, as it's that sort of a one-on-one sort of like chat with you lot here on YouTube. It's mostly to do with like negativity in the games industry on the internet, through YouTube creators, through comment sections, and just the industry as a whole at the moment seems very, how should I put it, not on a good level with everyone. Every time you open your social media pages, your YouTube page, you just see constant negativity about the games industry or just people with games in general. Now, I'm not here to say that the games industry is all fine and dandy. It hasn't been the past few years with this console generation, with the PS5 and Series X specifically is what I'm talking about, and more recently with the Nintendo Switch 2. But I feel it overshadows a lot of the good in this industry at the moment. But at the moment you just see constant negativity, people nitpicking at things that are so inconsequential, completely trivial, that sort of thing. But let's start off with the obvious ones, comment sections. And I mean, you can't control that. It's the comment section, and it may sound like first day on the internet vibes with me when I discuss this. But what gets me is people who just, and I'm not talking about like honest discussions in comment sections. If you've got something that you completely disagree with me and you talk to me in a respectful, polite, and critically constructive manner, I'm here for you all day, absolutely. But when you're going to throw crap at me in the comment section with no sort of intellectual argument to back you up, you just call me names and whatever, make fun of my looks or something, excuse me, that's where I have a problem with comment sections. Or if you're just hating something for the sake of it too, when you just think, hang on, why are you talking about this game if you're not particularly into it? By all means, I'm saying criticize games as a consumer, because I'm all for that too. But when you continue to dwell on a game and continue to hate a game, that suggests to me that there's something wrong there. And why do you continue to play said game if you don't particularly like it? And can keep talking about it too, which I'll get onto in content creators later in this video. But again, it's not anything I can control. The best thing I can do with those sort of negative comments, when they're not particularly constructive, when they're just being hateful, mean, spiteful for the sake of it, because they do it to get attention. The best thing to do, and this not just applies to me, this applies to you if you're thinking about getting into content creation, whether it be here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, best thing you can do is just leave it, because if you leave it, they won't respond back, because what they're trying to do is goad a response out of you. And it's this basic psychology from these people, because they want to get you mad, they want you to get irritated and keep arguing with them. And excuse me, some would argue that's free engagement for them to keep arguing with you, where you keep commenting back to them. But what I find is it's not good for your mental health and just your overall state. It will wear you down, because back in the day, when I was younger, written articles and stuff like that, when I used to for a local magazine, I used to get all sorts of comments when I used to have Twitter, that sort of thing. And me being younger and hot-blooded, I used to respond to them all bloody day on Twitter on my laptop in the afternoons. Used to lose afternoons doing that sort of crap. But it's just not worth it. And as I've gotten older, I've just learned to kind of, those sort of comments, just brush them off. But if people just have like genuine like comments that are critical, they don't disagree, they don't agree with you, that's cool, that's fair enough. I love having open critical discussions with communities, my community here in the comment section. You give me like a point that you don't agree with me, that sort of thing, and we talk about it. That's all cool. I love that. I love actual intellectual critical discussion. But when it turns into just throwing names at me, it's just not helpful. Or you say that game's bad, but don't iterate why it's bad. That's not helpful either. If you don't like a game, that's fair enough. I absolutely respect your decision if you don't like a game, but just give me a good iteration, good reason why you don't like it, instead of saying this is bad or whatever. Just a vague statement. If you're going to comment that, don't comment at all, don't bother, that sort of thing. I had this problem because I've been covering Starfield on TikTok on the PS5 version. People just go like, "Oh, Starfield's crap," or someone said Crimson Desert's better, and I go, "Fair enough. Completely different games, but fair enough. There's room for both." And he went on a tirade with me in my comment section on TikTok. I just said there's room for both, and he just kept going on, so I just left him to it. Because sometimes my community just gets involved, and I'll just leave them all to it in this sort of like all-out battle royale in my comment section on TikTok. But yeah, it can be a bit annoying, and it can put you down sometimes when you see these negative comments from the community. But main thing is, with like the sort of like really mean-spirited ones, just ignore them as best as you can. Onto the content creation side of things, there's two sides of it. There's the sort of rage bait content with the specific thumbnails. If you know, you know. I'll probably do one as a sort of satirical thumbnail to kind of gauge the algorithm, I suppose. But you know, the red and white writing, you see those a lot on YouTube specifically, and people say, "Oh, try and cater your algorithm away from the negativity." But what I find, if you're into a specific subject, would be gaming, especially politics, music, film, whatever. There's always going to be those negative subjects come up on your feed, because obviously they are related to your interests. And the problem is with YouTube, negativity sells, unfortunately. And this goes far back to tabloid journalism. Negativity sells, rage sells. As much as we hate it, people are drawn to it, unfortunately. And to put an analogy, as horrible as a car crash is, you can't help but watch. And that's kind of like the allegory of the negativity of videos of gaming here on YouTube and all sorts of things. And a lot of these videos aren't particularly helpful. They're not particularly critical. They're just kind of, to put it profanely, shit flinging. They're not helpful. When you're making like 4 videos in a row on a game that you don't particularly like, you've got to question yourself, why do you continue to make those videos? And with like specific phrases like slop, woke, that sort of thing, I tend to tune my brain out and not even dare to click on those sort of videos, because slop, woke, whatever other buzzword, which I can't think of the top of my head off right now, comes up. They've all lost meaning, those words. They're using it to get a reaction, and they've got a reaction because I'm talking to a camera right here, right now. And it's just frustrating, because half of these discussions are clickbaity. They have, most of the time, they don't have information to back up their claims. They just make stuff up half the time. And there's a lot of that in the games industry at the moment, where people are reporting rumors as fact. And hang on, let's wait for the companies to talk about it, and the companies half the time don't talk about it because it's a load of nonsense when it comes to the claims of like certain things, whether it be negative or leaks and rumors. And leaks and rumors are a whole other kettle of fish, maybe for another video. But people with hyperbolic claims, with their silly thumbnails, with like AI generated bloody images, it almost makes me want to drop this hobby of video games altogether sometimes. You just think, because when you look at those, you think, wow, the games industry and gaming as a whole is in a horrible state, and it's on fire. And some parts of it are on fire. I won't pretend that they're not. But to say like modern gaming as a whole is terrible, gaming is dead is another one that keeps coming up all the bloody time. Like I myself at the moment have been going back to retro games, older games. Been playing Xbox 360 games recently, like Forza Horizon 1 on the One X at the moment I've been playing through. But to say that modern games are all bad is hyperbolic, it's nonsense and completely misleading. AAA gaming, yeah, I certainly agree, there is a big problem for AAA gaming. But if one were to expand their mind beyond the AAA sphere, you've got a plethora of games to play in the indie space for a cheap price too. With how the economy is at the moment, you would want to go in that direction of said cheap price. But it just gets you down whenever you open your YouTube page. You just see all these bloody videos with these horrendous thumbnails. They've all got the same font as well, by the way, these negative videos. It's the red and white writing. Sorry, I can't speak today. and it just makes you think: are they all parrots? Are they all copying each other? It's just like, but unfortunately, YouTube just goes by thumbnails a lot of the time. And people are drawn to thumbnails, and it's just annoying. Like positive videos. I'm not saying that's also another thing too. I'm not saying that you should be positive in a toxic way and just go everything's great. I love everything. There's nothing wrong with any of these games that I play. That's not what I'm saying. That also fuels the rage farm here on YouTube, because you've got these people going like, oh, you're just nitpicking. Oh, this game's just fun. You can just turn your brain off, because that also deactivates all critical thinking and discussion, toxic positivity. What I'm saying is that people have lost the sort of the nuance of having a good critical discussion without calling each other names, and you don't have to agree with someone, you don't have to like someone if you disagree with them, that sort of thing. Or what I'm losing my words here, but if you disagree with someone, that doesn't mean you don't like them. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to do this all in one go here. But yeah, it's this turned into this sort of echo chamber where arguments have just turned into white noise. People aren't talking to each other in a proper manner anymore. This isn't like just young people being like blah, 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 blah on the internet. This is an everyone problem, because everyone just doesn't know how to have a good discussion anymore. I feel like social engagement when it comes to critical discussions has completely gone out the window, and fallen several stories to the ground, because everyone's stuck on their phones. No one talks verbally often anymore. And it's kind of sad in a way, and this doesn't just apply to gaming content, it applies to all sorts of content, film content, book content. People are just consuming media without thinking about it properly, without going like, that was really good. Because sometimes when I finish a game, a book, or a film, sometimes it's just good to sit there, just think about it. Don't move on to something else, just sit there and think about it. Or I'll have a discussion with my partner when she sat next to me playing a game. We have a discussion like about episodes of shows we watch, like with the new season of Daredevil Born Again. We talk about that after it's done. I don't think people do that anymore. You don't have those sort of water cooler moments anymore, because probably half people don't work at offices anymore because they work from home. But metaphor aside, people just don't have those nuanced discussions anymore about anything, I feel. And I'm sure that those groups are still there by all means. I'm not saying it's all completely gone, but I think the general discussion, more specifically bringing it back to gaming, has just turned into an echo chamber, and people just shout at each other and call each other names these days. And these YouTubers who do these clickbaity, rage farming, rage baity videos, they don't help anything at all. They just fling crap at the wall and just go, yep, that gets me views. Did I research this topic very much? Not particularly. Am I misinterpreting certain people's quotes? Yes, of course, but what does it matter? I won't get held accountable, because also journalistic integrity, yes, if you're a YouTuber, you do have to have a bit of journalistic integrity, especially if you do commentary. You need to back up your claims with sources and all sorts. So you do have a responsibility in that regard. But again, I'm trailing off. But yeah, that's just my little rant about negativity on YouTube. Sorry if it's not like my usual sort of like flashy, edity sort of videos. I just feel like I needed something like a vlog / like editorial piece, just to talk to the camera for a bit and get it off my chest, because it's just something that's quite irritating at the moment, quite, to be honest, mentally draining, if I'm going to be totally honest. But normal videos will resume soon, and I hope you're all well, and I'll see you in the next one.